I can entertain a line of reason. I can entertain an argument.
To say, like, you know what, these people have a lot in common. They're often, all of them, very suppressed and they're not looked after. And they're very, they're losing their rights, really.
Of course I can. I can take.
Now, what you want to do is the trick is you want to bring them together under a charter of demands, so that they can get some kind of recognition for themselves. So that they can, like, you know, try and struggle.
I feel like I'm in a Monty Python sketch here.
Sorry?
I feel like I'm in a Monty Python sketch.
Here's where you're being retarded, right?
What's wrong with that?
Every day.
Why do you say that?
No, you know, in Life of Brian, when they're looking at the speaker and you're like,
The other side haven't.
So what do you not understand?
I don't understand what you're talking about, to be honest with you.
No. You know what a charter is? Charter of demands. Like the Magna Carta. You know the Magna Carta?
Only a child.
Alright, so there was
we turned around and got. Well, I haven't read that book.
1600s, there was an effort to limit the power of the king.
Only a child would do
And this
that.
was only a charter of demands by nobles. They got together and they made a list of demands that they would have.
Otherwise, every debate
curtail the power of
shut
kings.
down.
I think it was
The moment somebody referenced something, the other side history is very good.
and they brought him down.
So you say man should come together and create a charter to protect the minorities in society?
I am taking something he said.
Particularly to protect the American.
I'm taking something he
So
said.
precarious, a particular kind of class has risen in the region,
and you're going, well, you haven't read the book.
They need their rights. And so a charter of demands levied at the dominant states, so the American government, British government. I think, in my opinion, it's irrelevant.
I don't need to read the book
to try and help what he's saying. I mean, I consider myself actually. I'm probably going to join this class at some point. I mean, it's not just migrants. It's also people they have an education, right? And they're not using their education in a job that they really want to do.
So I can take what he's saying.
So
But that comes down to the society we live.
sorry?
That comes down to the society we live in.
And by the way, I can
See, we live in a society which is led by people who encourage us to poison ourselves.
mean that if you, by the way,
So how are you going to stop that?
But when you say poison yourself, what do you mean?
it's not.
Well, there are 5 poisons in society from my point of view. Drugs, alcohol, gambling, sexual immorality, and interest dealing. 5 poisons. Alright, drugs is not quite there yet, but they will legalise cannabis soon. Heroin will follow. Yeah? It's coming. Alright. Now the leaders of this land are encouraging you to indulge in these things to the detriment of you and your families.
To be honest, I don't think they encourage us.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, because one thing, I mean,
Really? 24-hour drinking isn't encouraging?
they've banned drugs. I know.
24-hour drinking isn't encouraging alcohol.
Think about how we demonise alcoholics.
No, but I wasn't.
Sorry?
I wasn't saying it occurs in Lord of the Rings. I was saying
so much in the media.
if I wrote that story,
Look, I'll say it again. You know how they became alcoholics?
yeah, but they're not saying that.
No, do you know how they became alcoholics?
Can I actually put my serious now because I see what you mean. It's encouraged by the media.
No, do you know how they became alcoholics?
Well, you started because drinking alcohol is cheap.
By saying
No, by drinking alcohol.
when nobody said.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to stop you there.
Well, stop me then.
What addiction? I'm not talking about addiction. This is very close to my I have some serious
Okay.
You don't get addicted from drinking alcohol. You get addicted because you have a problem in your life.
Okay.
And you use alcohol to soothe it.
Okay. What if? Okay.
I can drink alcohol.
Okay. What's your name?
My name's Kyle.
Kyle, listen, my name's Darren. All right.
Oh, nice to meet you, Darren.
What he's
I'm a Muslim.
Yes.
Okay. I can't touch alcohol.
Eastern peoples who are barbarians.
So I can never be an alcoholic.
If that appears in the book and there was not something
You could get it. Okay, let's talk. Forget alcohol for a second. I see what you're saying. Forget alcohol.
No. You said an alcoholic is an alcohol. Someone drinks alcohol and has a bereavement and then drinks excess, yeah? Okay. But if the avenue to the original alcohol is closed,
most standards.
even if you have a bereavement,
Sure, it would help. It would help.
no. Even if you had a bereavement, you would never be able to become alcoholic.
You might get addicted to something else.
Okay.
I mean, it's not about the substance.
Okay.
Behavior.
No. We talk about alcoholism. Why? Because alcohol changes state of mind.
Black people are traded as buffoons or someone with black.
Yeah? Okay. And if you drink it in excess, eventually you will end up losing your job, you'll ostracize your family, and you will be on the streets.
The issue isn't the substance.
It is. That is the issue.
Can I just say, it's not about the substance.
It is.
Right, can I explain why?
All right.
It's not about the drug. It's not about. Plenty of people eat food and they don't become addicted to food. Plenty of people drink wine and they don't become alcoholics. Plenty of people make money. They make a living, but they don't get addicted to money. They don't. It's not about the thing, the substance, the trick. This is the thing. The media they tell people to focus on the substance, but they don't look at the behavior that gives rise to the addiction. The compulsion to soothe killed yourself by accumulating, either by shopping or by having sex.
Did you hear what I said? Originally.
I said you were talking about alcoholism.
No. Originally. 5 poisons. No, 5 poisons.
About 5 poisons.
What were they?
It doesn't matter. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but there were alcohol, drugs, cigarettes. You mentioned.
No.
Okay, but
Drugs, alcohol, gambling, sexual immorality, and interest dealings.
like I said, you're in an age. You can do gambling. You can do all these things, and you won't get addicted.
Okay.
Listen. It doesn't matter how many laws get passed.
Do you accept alcohol is destroying society?
No, it doesn't. Alcohol doesn't destroy.
You don't think it does?
No, it doesn't.
Biggest killer of men in this UK, and you don't think it destroys society?
Alcoholism, an addiction to alcohol is a major problem.
Alcohol is the biggest killer of men in the UK. Is that a problem?
Can I broaden the issue out here for a second? So,
No, is that a problem first? You see, if you don't think that's a problem, conversation's finished.
no, I well recognise and actually text.
Do you recognise that alcohol being the biggest killer of men in the UK is a problem or not?
Yes, of course it's a problem.
Right. So is alcohol a detriment to society or not?
No, it's not.
It's not.
Those things are okay. Can we talk about some fallacies for a second? There's something called a non sequitur, which is something I'm pretty sure most people are aware of here, and it's a trick. It's a logical trick. I'm not saying I'm doing this consciously.
Go on.
But it's where you say one thing and then you say another thing and you make out that I'm not saying I'm doing this consciously, but you make out that one thing follows the other. So
All right, go on.
Lots of people are addicted to alcohol, therefore alcohol's bad.
Yes.
All right?
No, I didn't say that.
Well,
I said if alcohol is the biggest killer of men in the UK, it's a problem.
For me,
Something has to be the biggest killer of men.
Yeah.
It's become a problem. If we all get
Alcohol is.
probably falling over in the street will be the biggest.
Alcohol.
I see what you're saying.
That's right. So if you accept that alcohol is a problem because it's the biggest killer of men in the UK, then it isn't a fallacy for me to say alcohol is bad in society.
It's like, for example, plenty of people drive cars. Cars kill people, but it's not the car that kills them. It's irresponsible driving. It's the addiction.
Not guns that kill people, men with guns.
It's like, for example, alcohol doesn't kill people.
Machinery related.
Yes, it does.
Let me finish.
Yes, it does.
Can you please let me finish?
Okay.
Alcohol doesn't kill people. Social conditions kill people.
No, alcohol kills them.
If you live in a certain social condition where you're more likely to be on the lash every weekend, so you're struggling so hard to basically get through the week.
Why?
Then that's
No, why can't they get through the week?
In Oxford, for example, there was a fantastic study. It was a Whitehall study that was done in the UK, and it was a study of Whitehall, right? And they were studying stress. They were looking at civil servants, and as we know, stress is one of the major things that gives rise to addiction and alcoholism. So let's look at stress. Now, what they found was that the more stressified the society, the more unequal the society in terms of economic wealth and economic income. The much higher the rate of income, the much higher the rate of not only alcoholism, but divorce, but murder.
Look. The five things I told you are the social conditions. Sexual immorality leads to divorce. Yeah? Gambling leads to divorce.
I can gamble with you right now, and I won't cause a problem. It doesn't automatically give rise to a problem.
No, but within a society it does. Because you know why? Because people are borrowing money they can't afford to gamble.
Plenty of people drink alcohol.
They're taking Wonga loans, payday loans, to gamble.
Plenty of people drink alcohol and they don't become addicted. I don't know why I have to keep saying this. Do you understand that? People they don't get addicted by drinking alcohol. It's not the substance that makes you addicted. It's the pain you've experienced in your life that makes you addicted. And the pain comes from social conditions. I'm so sorry.
Right, and I'll repeat myself. What causes that social condition?
We're going in circles a bit here.
No, we're not.
We are a little bit.
No, we're not. It's very, very simple. You agreed that alcohol is the biggest killer of men in the UK.
You know there's 5 things you mentioned?
Yes.
Alcohol. So you mentioned alcohol, drugs, gambling,
Sexual immorality,
promiscuity,
and interest dealings.
and
Interest.
interest.
And religion. Don't forget the religion.
Oh, that's a saviour.
If I was to ban those things,
Yeah.
if I was to back up that ban with
Prohibit them.
Yeah,
Why violence?
as in like I would force you to go to jail or something. No.
Right.
If I was to do that, now would that stop those things from happening?
Yes.
We're in a deeply unequal society.
Yes.
We ban alcohol. I mean, we ban drugs. And we ban too high alcohol consumption. We ban all those things. Does it stop them from happening?
No, but here's the thing, you see.
No,
but here's the thing. Here's what you're missing. This isn't man telling you not to. This is God telling you not to.
Okay, whether it's God,
No, it's different because man won't be told by man.
okay. I could just out of nowhere say that God told me not to, I don't know, go shopping. He might have said, I told you, Kyle, I said go shopping.
It's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence that God told me not to do the 5 things that the leaders of my country are telling me to do, which is destroy my society.
The actual leaders of your country are very happy if you consume alcohol.
Love it, love it. They don't want me thinking about what they're doing.
I agree with things, but at the same
and they want me gambling, and they want me up to my eyes in debt.
But yeah, it's a two-sided thing. So what happens is, and this is why I agree with you, I think this is a big problem.
Right.
So they encourage massive consumption, and then they blame people when they get into debt. They make people feel like it's their fault, and that's very much part of how you keep.
But if you're a Muslim, you don't take guidance from these people. You don't listen to them when they say take loans or sleep with whom you like.
Okay, why not add shopping to that list? Why not add?
Because God didn't say don't shop.
Okay, but why not update it? Why not update the? I don't know where you're going.
Update. Okay.
Not update.
Okay. The beautiful thing about Islam as a Muslim, okay, it's perfect as it is. There's nothing to update or upgrade.
Okay, no, I agree. Fine.
No. I'm just saying to you. So there's nothing to add.
Okay, can we bring it back to the issue of addiction? So what we're here talking about people today is addiction, and maybe you could share your experiences if you had addiction.
Yes, I had addiction.
Okay, or if you know somebody who has.
Yeah, me.
So you've spoken a lot, so maybe we could hear someone else.
Well, yeah, I'm talking. So why don't you take my example?
All right, go ahead. Just tell us.
Gambling.
So you're addicted to gambling?
Yes.
Okay.
Nobody could stop me.
Okay, so did it cause problems for you and your family?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay. So yeah, gambling is a good example.
Right.
But if it wasn't gambling, I guess it might have been something else.
No, but it was gambling.
Sure, but the issue was that you felt some kind of you were filling up. You felt you were missing something. And
no, I enjoyed it.
But you say you were addicted to it. You weren't just doing it for fun. You were addicted.
Yeah, because I enjoyed it. Like some people are addicted to playing golf because they enjoy playing golf.
There's a difference between doing.
Some people are addicted to fishing because they love fishing.
People used to say I'm addicted to this, but they mean I just enjoy it.
What's the difference?
In the psychological literature, when you say addiction, what you mean is that somebody, there's certain symptoms they deny that they enjoy it. They say that they do it and it causes disruption to their family and friends. They do it compulsively.
Well, the wife might like her husband playing golf every weekend, but he loves it. Now, and here's the thing, you see, it's people who will say you're addicted. Yeah? Now, and I'm evidence. Listen. Kyle, relax. I'm evidence. There's no such thing as addiction. Yeah? And I'll give you an example of it. A working example when I spoke to somebody. All right. There was a young boy, he smoked cigarettes, yeah? 18-year-old boy working on the market. Thought he was a geezer. I said to him, listen, mate, why don't you stop smoking? He said, I'm addicted. I said, you're not addicted. You just like it. No, I'm addicted. Okay. I said, I'll tell you what. If the doctor said you'd be dead in 6 months, would you stop smoking? And he went, nah, I wouldn't start smoking. I'm addicted. Yeah? Okay. What if you just married a beautiful, stunning supermodel, and the doctor says, if you don't stop smoking, you'll get to enjoy time with your beautiful wife? Would you stop smoking? Nah. Okay. Your supermodel wife is pregnant, and the doctor says, if you don't stop smoking, you won't see the birth of your baby. Would you stop smoking? Maybe. Okay. Supermodel wife's pregnant, and you just won the lottery. And the doctor said, if you don't stop smoking, you'll be dead, won't see the birth of your daughter, or get to enjoy your lottery win. Would you stop smoking? Yes. Right. Now, nothing changed here, except what? The reason why.
Smoking.
No, the reason why to stop.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, addiction was out the window now.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, okay. So, I'll say it again to you.
Yeah, sure.
You can't become addicted to something if you don't start it. Yeah? Fair enough? Some people have it.
No, say what you're saying again.
Okay.
I don't understand.
Some people have addictive personalities. Agreed?
Sure. Okay.
Okay. So some person has an addictive personality, may drink alcohol and end up an alcoholic. Yes? Okay. If someone has an addictive personality, yet they're prohibited from drinking alcohol through what they believe, that even though they have this addictive personality, and even though they may have this stress in their life and this social system where they're lower class, they can never be an alcoholic, can they?
If it doesn't, then
okay, fine. Because they won't have access to alcohol, right? Is that what you're saying?
It means they won't open the doorway to alcoholism.
Okay, you're saying because they wanted the alcohol, it it won't trigger their...
It means because without the substance, they can't become the alcoholic, regardless of the social situation.
My opinion, though.
See, you made a point. It's the social situation that causes the addiction, and I'm saying to you, it's a substance.
I still think I see what you mean. So you're saying somebody who has an addictive personality, who has a lot of stress, who is like you say, lower class, or even you don't even have to be lower class. Even if you just live in a society with more inequality, even if you're like relatively well off, you're more likely to have mental illness and so on. At the same time, though, and I think I can develop what you're saying further. I agree, but so far, I think you'll still find something else to be addicted to. It may not be alcohol, but it may be something else.
All right, going back to what I said.
It may be shopping. It may be
going back to what I said originally. The 5 poisons. So even if you want to go shopping, all right, you want to go shopping.
That's an arbitrary list of 5 things. You could add anything. I could add driving. Some people are addicted to driving.
No. Driving doesn't destroy society.
A whole society is addicted to oil.
Driving isn't. No. I think you've misinterpreted my original statement. I didn't say what society is addicted to. I said 5 poisons which are destroying society.
What about oil? Why do you add oil to that?
What destroys society?
Oil is probably. You know, there's recently an article in the major science journal in the United States recently published. So there was a fantastic section that basically said all the oil in the ground has to stay in the ground if we're going to survive the end of the century.
Why?
And what is ExxonMobil doing?
Why?
What is ExxonMobil doing? Why? What is Saudi Arabia doing? They're digging that up as fast as they can.
What do we do with that oil?
We burn it and we use it to pump our fuel our society and our consumption habits.
Okay. Is that destroy society?
Think of your grandchildren. What?
Think of my grandchildren.
Or your children. What?
Yeah, my children, following the guidance from me, will never be alcoholics, will never be drug addicts, will never be in debt with interest.
They may be underwater by the end of the century.
What?
We don't take this seriously. The threat of climate change is a major threat. Major threat.
Please.
We're talking about like apocalyptic stuff here.
Listen.
No, but it is destroying society.
It's not just destroying society. It's destroying. I mean, if you want to take a moral view as a Muslim, it's basically what happens is when there's a chaotic situation like a war or famine or plague, people start panicking, and they may be otherwise very moral. They may be good Muslims. They may be good Catholics. They may be good atheists. I believe that's totally possible. They may be good people, but then in times of panic, what we do is we do rude things. We do things that we wouldn't do otherwise.
Well, it depends whether or not you're following guidance or not, innit?
It doesn't matter if you're Muslim or a Christian.
Of course it does. No, I agree. In Christianity, there is no guidance. I accept that. But in Islam, we do have guidance, and we do have parameters.
It causes a breakdown of morality. What happened?
No.
Otherwise, moral people.
It depends what your morality is based on, then, isn't it? If your morality is based on a cohesive society, that's one thing. If your morality is based on what God guides you to, that's another thing.
I'm just saying,
because regardless of the state of society, you still have your moral code. But if society is broken down, then of course your morals will break down with that society.
I like your moral code, and in fact, actually, I consider myself an atheist. But in terms of the basic values of Islam and Christianity, I fully subscribe to them.
Why Christianity? There's no values there. You know what Christianity teaches? I'll tell you what Christianity teaches. Let me just tell you quickly. Okay.
Please don't derail my thing. But
I won't. But I need to derail that one because
there's a lot of religious talk. This is more politics.
Because Christianity.
It's religion now.
No, it's not.
It's corner effect.
Christianity tells you to follow the law of the land. All right. So if you're a Christian, you have to follow this government that we have now, and you'll still be in the same mess. That's why it's not the same as Islam and Christianity. See, Christianity can't exist without a secular law. Yeah, it requires it because it has no law within itself. Whereas Islam doesn't need a secular law.
I think.
Do you get me?
Darren.
Yeah, Kyle, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Go on then.
Thank you so much.
Ready? Let's go.